Hello everyone, this is Deep Feed 2022 episode 34 entitled ID Chill, and I'm joined by Otherself, a great producer and a modular person, otherwise known as my cousin, Eddie. Hey!
Howdy.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, good man. Dealing with baby stuff as is the new thing in my life. Baby stuff all the time. Exciting times.
Yeah, that's the life now, huh?
Looking at the hair, marveling at the hairstyle that is his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It's quite something. It looked like what's his name from the Sex Pistols?
Yeah, he does a bit. I always think that everyone thinks that we spend ages and sort of thought we'd do his hair like that, whereas it just flowed naturally. It just came, and we occasionally he's just and everyone comments on it. I think it's definitely his cutest thing of all. But anyway, we digress. Today's podcast is about IDM, but chilled IDM specifically. Very good type of music. How are your feelings around it, Eddie? IDM.
I mean, I am quite a fan. One of my early kind of subgenres that I really dove into in electronic music, and kind of transitioned me from the crappy stuff that I got into when I first figured it all out.
Yeah.
To the much higher refined tastes that I believe I'm into these days.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, everyone believes they like good music, don't they?
yeah.
If we think about it, yeah. No. Yeah, I was thinking, actually, as you mentioned that, all your sort of transitioning, first hearing it, I was thinking to myself, when did I first get into IDM? And it wasn't. Basically, I think the first thing that I ever heard was on MTV2 in like the late 90s, and it was Come to Daddy by Aphex Twin. It was the video, which was amazing as well. And that's the opposite of chilled. But then I went out and bought the album, and boom, there's like about 3 really chilled out tracks on it. Flim. Flim is one name that springs to mind. I can't think of the one, the really cute one that goes... what's it? It's got, oh no, I forgot the cute kid saying something cute at the beginning. Do you know what I mean? You know, the one, something about making noise or something. You know, I can't remember it now. Hold on, I've got to find out. I'm just going to really quickly plug it in. Yeah, hold on. So yeah, do you do modular, Eddie? Do you consider, out of curiosity, your modular sort of IDM-y? I guess do you think that? Do you feel that it is?
Sometimes definitely, like I definitely like I take some influence from like the brain dance stuff, but yeah, I try to keep it like clubbier and dancer.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have to say, I think the more I think about my own music, and lately I've just come to think some of it is more IDM-y sort of in some ways than anything else. I think.
Yeah,
the more I think about it.
I would definitely classify a lot of your stuff as IDM.
Yeah, totally. So I remembered while I was looking at what you go, stop making that big face. Do you remember that bit? In the Aphex Twin?
I'm sorry. I totally didn't catch that.
Okay, it's the track IZ-US, and this little kid, I think a girl, goes, "Stop making that big face." Do you remember it? Do you remember that track? Yeah. It's really cute because, of course, Aphex Twin's got the silly giant smile, doesn't he? So.
It's like a reference to the album cover, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, enough banters and IDM chit chat. I think we should get started with a tune, shouldn't we? What do you want to start, Eddie? What's your first selection?
All right, because we're keeping it chill. I actually might. Let's see what we should do here. Let's do. Let's go with Autek or Sapatter.
Yeah, so you call it Sapatter.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's play it. You call it Sapatter. I just called it Keypater, but I mean, who knows? But the whole thing about Autek is who knows how you pronounce anything.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Just
it
syllables.
doesn't matter. Oh, I'm going to run the chat now. We're back in a sec. Here we go. we're back. That is a good track. I like that. I'd actually forgot about that one. But you know when you just like listen to a bunch of tunes and like years before, and you go through an album and you're like, oh wow, you like this one, and then you don't listen to it for a while. Then now it's streaming. I sort of started making playlists again when I got into streaming, and I was like, so you'd remember the old track, the album, you'd be like, oh, I like this on that one. You want to make a bunch of playlists, so you wouldn't go through every single track to check. So you just select the ones that you remembered specifically, but then you wouldn't necessarily get on your playlist ones that you would like, but you didn't really remember. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, no, you miss out. You'll miss out.
Yeah. That's right. I do sometimes miss the old days actually of like albums, the whole, listening to it, getting a new thing, sitting down, listening to it start to finish. I do occasionally still do that when someone comes out with an album, if I'm honest. So. Yeah, no, I still like to do that a decent amount. Yeah, there's not a lot of artists though that will get me to do it anymore. Like I know way more artists. I know it's not even I know way more artists. I like way more artists than ones that I will be like, oh, I'll sit down and listen to your whole album from start to finish. Do you know what I mean? And then of the ones that I will try it out, the amount of times I'll love the whole thing is hardly ever. But that's good.
Absolutely.
We have so much music. Like we can be more selective, can't we? In a way.
Yeah, I think it's just the nature of how the technology has progressed, and more people making music, more music out there.
Yeah, no, totally. Totally.
I always wonder if
So you were saying what you were wondering? Wondering?
Oh, I wonder. What if Aphex Twin came out today?
It's a good question.
Would people
still be absolutely
people listen to the albums all the way through?
Well, no, I mean,
every single one.
You could take it further and go, if Aphex Twin came out today, would he even suddenly be super successful, the biggest thing ever? Like, I argue that he wouldn't, because it wouldn't be like, oh, I haven't ever heard this stuff before. Like, it would be like, oh, he's good, yeah. But he wouldn't be like unique first time you've heard anything he's done. He wouldn't be breaking new ground. Do you see what I'm saying? Which is also something that's harder and harder to do.
Absolutely.
If you see what I mean. I think it's more important if you want to be even half successful in music nowadays to just be. I don't know. Actually, I was going to say something and I thought I was going to talk shit. I'm not actually sure. If I'm honest. I think that's also part of it. If you think about it, it is the unexplainable quality of it, isn't it? You can't pin it down and like make a list of everything that makes something good, or popular even.
No, it just is. Je ne sais quoi, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like to rag on pop. For example, why is Kanye West as popular as he is? I can't get my head around it.
But he is.
Yeah. I'm such a pop hater.
Much to my dismay. Yeah, same.
When will there be a podcast where I don't slag off some big artist? I don't know. Anyway.
You should do a
specific slag off
episode on pop music.
Oh no, I think I did. Well, I did.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah. It wasn't about pop. It was called. Let me double check for anyone who's listening who may be interested. Deep Feed. I've forgotten the name of it, but I'm about to look. Here we go. Okay, sorry everyone. Dead air. But you can listen to the bed music in the background, which I just found out the other day. It was called Sound Bed. Most Mersh. It's called. It was episode, I can't tell because Spotify is just silly and has it has your latest bit of art for every single one. So yeah, but if you go down, if you go back maybe like, I don't know, 10, 15, it's called Most Mersh. And there's a bunch of pop in there.
Most Mersh.
Yeah, have a listen if you want. Yeah, anyway, let's play on the track. So I was gonna, it's my choice. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna not think too hard about it and just hit everyone with one of my top favorite ever Ortega tracks, which is Montreal. Awesome track.
Nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
Ultra chilly. Here we go, Montreal. So here you just hear us on the flip side of the track. Here we go. And we're back. Eddie just dropped his phone, and unfortunately I missed hearing the sound, which A, would have just been fun for the airwaves, and B, I could have sampled, you pointed out. But the best thing about that track, that Montreal track, is that
Next time.
I can't make the sound. I can't make the sound. It's a great noise. I can't make it. With my mouth doesn't have the capabilities. My vocal
trying to
cords.
recreate it.
No, I was just about to try it, and then realizing how utterly rubbish it would sound compared to the noise.
Yeah. Oh, what song is that?
Yeah, that's true. I think IDM is probably the worst for that of all in some ways, because I mean you can
Oh, it's so bad.
Well, because you're always trying to make your synths sound mental as possible, aren't you? You know that's part of the it's part of the game and the charm and whatever you might say. Yeah. So
without any without any lyrics or like strong melodic content.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
I would actually be annoyed sometimes coming, like, you know, in some ways that's one thing that pop has over like rave music, for example, is if you're going out to a night out on the way home, I mean, if you were going to a pop thing with your friends, I don't know, and you came back, you could be like, yeah, yeah, that was such a great tune, woo. Whereas if you've been at a rave and you've just been hearing this insane noise for the last, you know, hour, you're just like, with your friends, oh yeah, that, you know, that noise, the one that went, yeah, went what? Like, how you gonna,
yeah.
Sad but true. This is why we all need to have this is why we all need robo voice boxes. I think that'll be the next thing in our evolution, don't you think? Bit of robo voice.
There you go.
Box, actually.
So you can recreate any sound with your
yeah, that'd be sick.
Your own voice. That's funny.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And then you could install one in an elephant and just have a rave around it, like.
Replace your voice box with a 303.
Yeah, and then I think people might be quite annoyed when you're trying to talk to them. Like everything came out in like whatever the 303 noise, like when you're trying to have a normal conversation.
Just acid all the time.
Yeah, I don't think you get very far in the job interviews. Anyway, what are you going to choose next, Eddie? What is the next plate of oral delight?
So now I'm actually gonna get a little chill this time.
Oh, okay, cool.
That last song is medium chill.
Yeah.
Let's do so we're doing 5.
So
it's a track.
Is this one of those unpronounceable ones? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
No. The track is gonna be Ochre. REM sleep research.
Oh right, yeah, okay, I've got it. Yeah, you sent me. Oh right, okay, cool. Well, I'll look forward to listening to that because I haven't heard this. So yeah, let's have a listen. Okay, here we go.
Nice and chill.
Cool. And we're back. That was nice, very chilled. We were just talking about I was going to try and do it I'm going to do it for I'm having a Halloween party. I'm going to start test running live sets and modular stuff at home. And
Exciting.
I know, I'm very excited. Like, even if, it's just fun anyway, even if, I'm not like, doing it professionally ever. It's just tweakage. And it's fun to DJ, but it's just even more fun to like have your own stuff and a lot of different options and tweakage, isn't it? You were saying, I cut you off because I was saying we were coming back. So what were you saying?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. No worries. So where do you what's your plan for your live sort of performances? Because you've done a few, haven't you?
Done a couple. And working on kind of the realist set that I will have had up until this point. I've got it's like half modular, half electron.
What's electron? Is that
and it's it's like they make the Digitact and the Octatrack.
No, I don't know this. These are not Eurorack.
Oh, okay.
They're not Eurorack, are they?
No, they're not Eurorack. They're like groove boxes. I have it's an Analog 4.
Oh, cool.
Or excuse me, Analog Rhythm. It's called the Analog. And it's a drum machine.
Cool,
and so I'm doing all my drums in that.
Yeah, because it's quite good to have that's good to have drums, because you've got a lot of control over where everything's placed in a sequence, in it, more control with a drum machine than many modules really provide. Plus, it's more predictable, isn't it?
Pretty much. The sequencer is so powerful, and so that's nice to have.
Cool. So,
I'm transitioning from a more IDM-y brain-dancey setup to a club dance floor focus.
No, fair enough.
So that's why I'm pulling the drums out of the modular.
You know what you should do is do clubby dance floor beats and like the whole vibe, but then just whack in the breakdowns like modular. Like in when you want to have a break and everyone wants to be like, I just want to spend a minute just standing around listening to, rather than have like a classic sort of dancey break, just have mad insane modular stuff going on. But
yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Oh, okay. What the hell was that? Oh, that was a gun. Sorry, it's the countryside, not violence. Not violence against other humans. For a minute I was just like, what the fuck? Like, and then I was like, oh yeah, I live in the countryside. Anyway, yeah. Coming back to oh right, yeah. So that's what I was gonna do on the subject of I was gonna say. So if you want to check out Eddie's stuff, it's Otherself. There's a variety of.
Yes.
There's yeah. Just check it out. You did your release Bedlam, and then you did a couple where you remixes with us, didn't you? Me. Which was cool.
Yep. Got a couple things with you, and got the one EP out.
Yeah, I like that EP actually. It's good. Yeah, it's good stuff. Check it out, Bedlam, if you want. But in the meantime, I'm going to play the one track of mine, which I thought I've got to play something of mine if I'm going to do IDM chill. Because if I'm doing like most Mersh or like Radiohead or you know whoever, Massive Attack, I can't play one of my own tracks, can I? But this is the perfect time to do it. So yeah, if you want to check it out afterwards, it's Deep and Beeper, and this will be Synth Errors, the split personality cut, and that'll be specifically / the Gimme Sleepers edit. Here it is. Check it out. Oh, that's not it. But I'm not recording. I'm going to press stop. Hold on. That was a bit of a misfiring of the wrong track. Here we go. This is the track. So we're back, yeah. What do you think of the tune, Eddie? You actually mentioned you like that release. It's because it's from Ambient Code in Dream 32, which was 32 tracks of just chill, like attempted chill out, and I think they mostly were chilled.
Very chilled for the most part.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the album art sticks out.
Yeah, it's got all those spheres. It's those spheres. That was one of the earliest things I made when I started getting into 3D graphics, man. And it just reminds me. I know, I love it too. It's what it is a bunch of spheres in like a grid, like given almost random size, like depending on where they are. Some, and then you bring some down to 0, so they're not there at all, and then it's just one light in the middle, just illuminating them all. Like it's surprisingly simple in some ways for like how cool it
sweet.
looks. Yeah, I know. I was happy with that. Yeah. So yeah, check it out if you're interested out there, everyone listening. That'll be my track, Synth Errors. There's 2 different versions. Check them both out if you like. So do you remember what the first IDM you ever heard was, Eddie? Chill. Let's say chilled IDM.
Oh well, I mean, Aphex Twin was for sure the first.
What was it, like ambient, selected ambient works, 85 to 92 or something?
It was probably Window Licker, honestly.
Oh, that's not really chilled though. That's not chilled.
It is. No, it's not chill at all. It's
slightly chilled until he pops the champagne cork, and then it kicks off like fucking hardcore, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love that video. That video's No, you know my mate, Nick, shouts to Nick235, actually had a go at waving that umbrella, the umbrella from the video between his legs.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, because he used to work at Warp, and like they had the umbrella somewhere, and he was just like, oh yeah, I'll have a go at that.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a neat bit of information. Is he on any of the podcasts?
Yeah, he's on a podcast. He's on, 235 is one of them. Like, because it was his birthday. Okay. It was the 23rd. It came out on the it either came out on the 23rd of May, or we recorded it on his birthday. I think we recorded it on his birthday. It came out a bit later, but it's quite funny. Okay. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah. So he makes tunes as well. He makes a bit of IDM-ish like stuff as well. He also used to make, I don't know if he does so much like before that. I think mainly before that. What's it called? Like hard house sort of stuff, which is not really my thing. I was briefly slightly into it like a long time ago, but it's not really my thing. It's But yeah, he makes. Yeah, I think he's remixed a couple of my tracks. I've remixed one of his, and 235 Nick space 235. Cool. If you want to check it out,
check it out.
Yeah. If you're not into hard house, then check out the ones that are me and him. Is my suggestion, not like just him. If you see what I'm saying. But if you are into hard house, check out 225. I'm sure it will float your boat, so to say. Right, yeah, so what are you going to choose up? What's the next one of your selections?
Oh, yes. All right, so I was excited to talk about this one. We're going to do an artist called Kais.
Right.
And the track is Delaware.
Oh, yeah. You played this. Last time, one time.
Did I?
Yeah, you played it. No, I'm not saying.
Oh, no.
No, it's really awesome. We'll listen to it again. It was a long time ago. It was last year.
We could do a different. Yeah, we could do a different one on the album.
On what?
I was.
No, let's hear that. It's a really good track. No, let's hear it. It's a really good track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we hear it? Here we go. It's Delaware.
Absolutely obsessed.
Delaware by Kais. Yeah, the thing I love about this track is it almost sounds out of time. A bit.
Yeah, it does.
So Eddie, you were saying, yeah, on the cover of the art of that album is a what? I'll let you talk about it because I don't bloody know what it is. If I'm honest.
Yeah, it's a digatone. It's
you talked about earlier.
Electrons FM box. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
bought one because of this release.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah. Well,
it's so bad. It has a very particular sound. Doesn't fit everywhere, but it's cool.
Cool. I'm looking at it. And it's got quite a nice looking sort of synthiness to it. Like it's got all different, like I like the different symbols and the different coloured buttons and stuff. You know, sometimes you get things that are all like more like the same sort of, each one buttons is sort of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I do know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to say it properly. Right, anyway.
What's that?
I was just saying I do know what I mean, I just don't know how to explain it. It's not that important.
Right,
let's move on. Let's move on what? So you were saying it's Kai's used this thing synth in all of their album, the whole album.
It sounds like it's on pretty much every song.
Is it Kais or
I could be wrong.
Kais?
I pronounce it Kais.
Okay, if anyone wants to check it out, that's Keiss. Check them, it, he, she out, whatever other pronouns one might use. I don't know.
Pretty sure it's a him.
Okay, right, fair enough. It's a great track. I like the sort of outer timiness and the little sort of sounds like outer space, like what's it called? It sounds like Apollo mission or like NASA sort of samples, doesn't it? That track. Yeah. Do like a bit of a NASA sample.
Yeah, like the
space head.
Space sounds.
Yeah, space sounds cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, what's up next? Well, I get to choose again. Hooray. So I'm going to go with something which I was listening to the other day, and then I was like, is it IDM? And then I was like, sod it. I'm going to play it anyway because I like it, and it's a bitish IDM-y, and it's definitely chilled. And that'll be Sunny's Time by Caribou. Admittedly,
nice.
You know Caribou. All Caribou. Do you know the track, or do you just know Caribou?
I just know Caribou. I don't listen to
Caribou
a bunch of
Caribou. Caribou I would not label as fully IDM, but it could like be chilled IDM, some of it, and this track possibly might be. See what you think. Here's the track, Sunny's Time. So we're back. Yeah, you were just saying you thought that was a bit like chilled grime. I know what you mean. It's great. I do. In fact, that track specifically stands out at me because of that. I'm gas to bounce. I'm hit to bounce. I'm gas to bounce sample. Great tune.
Yep.
It juxtaposes. It's a good word. The sort of piano-ness, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Very, very artfully done.
Not a lot of piano in grime.
No. Or
maybe it's missing a trick there. I don't know. All the grime producers.
Maybe not. You could start it.
I could.
Become a grime producer.
I'm just trying to put those two words together. If it doesn't work, piano and grime, grimano or pine or grimano. It's my new genre. Pime grimamo. Grime ammo. Oh no, anno? No, it's anno. Oh, if it was grime ammo, that would sound really cool. Grime ammo.
Right, yeah, that fits the branding.
Like shellers. Shellers is what is a good thing people say as well. Do you have that in America?
I don't know what shellers is.
Well, is it like shelling some military shelling, but like is it like a heavy duty track?
Oh, I've never heard that.
No, that's a good one. Shellers. I heard a good one too, which was shout outs to Dr. No One, my mate Lee, who and Daisy, they were over at mine one time, and they were just being weird and going on about Shellingtons, as in like combining shellers with like, I don't know, some like posh English town name or something, which was a bit very out there. Shellingtons. So like Wellingtons, that was it. And I don't know, some weirdness. Anyway, right.
That's funny.
So that's a great track, isn't it? That is a good track. Specifically,
yeah. Awesome. Oh my God, that was really cool.
Yeah, no, definitely great. What are you gonna come back with on your choice now?
Okay. Hopefully, now I'm worried I did these last time.
Oh, if you did them all.
So I've done 3.
You're only allowed to do that once, man. That's the rules.
Then I'm out.
No, yeah. No, you're not. I'll tell you. I'll give you like 3 strikes. No, I'm joking. You didn't. As far as I'm aware, I've got the list of tracks that you chose, and the only one that I think that Delaware was the only one, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay, great. Let's do Rolando Simmons, Oxygen 96.6.
What's Cruthful? Is that the album?
What's that?
Cruthful. Is that the album?
Oh, let me check.
Rolando, I haven't heard of him, so I'm looking forward to this.
Rolando Simmons, big. He's all over the place. He's got other like side projects that he doesn't go by his name.
Okay, I can't. The only reason I can't see it on Spotify, and the only reason I'm asking you, what that is it's written here in like the download that I got. Cruthful. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Let's just play the track. This is Rolando Simmons.
Let me see if it's on Spotify.
Oxygen 96. I can't find it on there. I don't, unless I spelled his name wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna have a listen.
It's not on Spotify.
Here we go. So we're back. Yeah, very nice. Like you were saying there, I do actually slightly agree. I think the first half, the first 2/3 of the track is the best bit, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's phenomenal too.
Yeah,
that melody is just something else.
It's also that synth, whatever it is. It's quite a famous synth. That is it. What is it? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but I know enough to know it's a famous synth. I definitely recognise that. Like it's a classic sound of some synth, isn't it? For real.
Yeah, it could be like a 101.
I always think he's more older. I don't know what 101 is, actually. I was about to say, I actually think something older than that, without realising I didn't actually know what a 101 was. I couldn't.
The SH101 is pretty old.
I was going to say, because like, okay, correct me on my synth history here if I don't know what I'm talking about. Was it the first one was a 101, and then 202 and 303, 404? Is that like, does that make sense?
I actually have no idea.
But that would make sense, wouldn't it? They're all by Roland, aren't they? They're all Roland, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the Roland scheme.
Yeah, it's got to be then. Yeah. 808 and 303 are the classics, but 101 must have been their first one. Well, maybe not the first thing Roland ever made, but the first of the series, I guess. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that because I mean it makes sense. It makes sense with numbers. You don't usually have Windows 12 and then go to Windows 5 like the next one, do you? People get fairly confused. That was what has happened. Right. Anyway, so right. Okay. So I don't know if I mentioned it all. I don't think I did. I think we had a little convo about it while another chat was playing. But I'm coming to Lorn now. Lorn, if you don't know him, not the garden Lorn, but Lorn. And this is a track called "Drawn Out Like an Ache." And yeah, he's a bit like, is he a IDM? I think he could be. It's like it's a bit like like in the Venn diagram. It's partially within IDM for sure, I would say.
Yeah, totally. Like a little more industrial, but I would totally say he fits right in.
I'm just trying to work out where the hell my I thought I had this. Oh, I do. There it is. Cool. Here's the track. Everyone, check it out. Back in a bit.
On Friday.
We're back. So we were just having a little chit chat about the mastering that Lorne has on his tunes, which is weirdly unique, weren't we saying?
You know it's Lorne by the mastering.
Yeah, which is weird because like, I can't think of one single other artist ever in the history of ever that I'd say that of. Literally. There's maybe like one drum and bass artist. There's one old drum and bass called like tech step called Future Forces Inc., which they also have a very unique sound to their masters. I mean, there are maybe, if I really start racking my brains, there's a few, but it's rare. It's very, very, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nerd.
Because you kind of do it yourself.
Definite nerdy chat at this point.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't really. I mean, the general convention and the thinking is you shouldn't master your own tracks as well, isn't it? Well, we don't actually know that he masters his own tracks, do we? We're assuming he does. We don't know for sure.
We're assuming. Yeah. I'm assuming for sure. Yeah. I mean, it could just be, it could be a studio that has all hardware mastering chain or something.
Also, I was talking to Nat about it. Nat, shout if you're listening. You probably are because you master all my podcasts. I don't know if he listens to I think he says he listens to all of it all the time. So shout out to Nat. Hello. If you've reached this far.
Shout out Nat.
Yeah, but what Nat was saying, I had this conversation with him about Lorne, and he was saying that it could just be that his pre-masters like just are made in such a way that when you do the normal processing to them, that's what comes out.
Yeah, it could be.
No. Could be.
There's definitely something on the master track that's the same throughout.
I think you've got to be like if you're. I mean, I think you shouldn't master your own tracks unless you're. I think if you're a mastering engineer, like if you are, then it's all right. Like if you're really know what you're doing, master your own tracks, and you've got a proper really perfectly environment, like loads of extra monitors and like stuff to check it on and all that. But if you're like, if you're even slightly not got the perfect like studio set up or anything that's a bit off, you want someone else to check it in a really good environment. Do you know what I mean? And know how to fix even little things that might have gone wrong that you didn't even hear because you're in your room. That's the point, isn't it? That's the point. Anyway, let's de-nerd the conversation a bit. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
No, don't.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. 'Cause I was gonna nerd it more.
Nerd out. I changed my mind. Let's nerd more. Nerd me out. Say what you're gonna say.
I'll do less. I'll do soft nerd. I think it all just depends really on if you can do it or not, and if it sounds good.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Like. That's kind of that's basically what I was gonna say.
Fair enough.
In less technical terms.
Cool. Okay. To hit us with your last choice.
Last choice. Okay, let's go actually super chill.
Yay.
Let's do Brotham States. Cool. End of an era.
This will be right. Yeah, here we go. I don't know this track. I don't think. I'm gonna play it now. Here we go. So what? You asking, Eddie?
Are you you know Brotham States at all?
No, I'm not well, if not at all, possibly. I think I'm about to find out. Cool. I think I might have heard once something, but I don't know them properly. So yeah, let's hear it. This might be my introduction to it. Here we go. It's End of an Era. And we're back. That was Brontham States. End of an era. Nice. Very vibesy. Chill.
Yeah.
So, right. So, this brings me to the end of this week's podcast. Eddie, thanks for coming on the show again. It was very nice to have you and talk about all things IDM and modular and nerd alerts. Definitely.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cheers. It was great. So, yeah, good choices, I thought, too. It was nice to listen to some nice tracks you chose. And, yeah, you have to come back again sometime. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you another time. And thank you. And I'm going to play us out with, you must know, Beep Street by Square Pusher.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, great track. Yeah, this is a classic, ye oldie classic, chilled. It's weird because it's got really fast drums, but they're chilled drums, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like one of the few chiller songs.
But it's fast,
I know.
chilled.
Actually, honestly, in all honesty, Square Pusher, out of the elite tier electronic artists, I am not really the biggest fan of.
Oh, fair enough. No worries.
Yeah, still like him, still appreciate it.
Yeah, he does some tracks that are not the best, but his best track. But when he does the best, I think they're some of my favorites. But each their own.
Yeah.
So this
got some absolute killers.
Yeah, true. So this leads me to say, please come back next week if you want to listen to episode 35. The plan is, and this is one that I said I might never do, and I thought I'd do, but then I didn't do it, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to do it, and I was like, oh, I should, and then eventually I'm planning to actually do it. Psytrance, because I used to love it, and even though I don't really love it anymore, it came from.
What?
Yeah, why?
No, we should. Oh man, you want to have. Dude, I'd love to do a Psytrance one with you. Well, maybe we'll come back with that. I think the plan is I'm playing just a few tracks of my old favourite ones. Because I don't like it in general, Eddie. It's the thing anymore, sadly. Yeah, I understand. It's definitely, I feel like a lot of people have a phase with it.
Well, I was bang into it like about 20, 15 years ago. Like, I'm not going to bore everyone with my like evolution of what music I listen to, but I do go on and off things. And definitely, I'm not. Do you know what? I had my psytrance phase, and I've done pretty much every other single thing that I've ever been really into on this podcast. And this is the last one that I was like, I'm not going to do it. I don't really want to. And I was like, sod it. And I went out and I was in the garden like working, and I was like, I'm going to listen to some of the old tracks. And I found old Spotify playlist called "It Was Better in the Olden Days," and I was like, shit, some of these are actually alright. So we're going to have it next week. The plan is, it's called It Came From Goa, and the plan is the week after that to have one called Without the Sigh, where it's sort of trancey tracks that aren't sigh. And then after that, some commercial hip-hop, and then back to some more drum and bass and, standard stuff after that. Well, I say standard stuff. More usual things for me to have on the show is what I mean. So yeah, come and listen to that. If you're Sam, shout out to you if you're listening. You're now going, Nick, I'm going to kill you. I'm never listening to your show again. He hates Psytrance more than he hates anything in the universe. And but if you're some of my other mates or Psytrance fans out there, you're probably going, oh man, this actually be quite cool. So Eddie, I'm sure will hopefully enjoy it when you have a listen. So it leaves me to say goodbye from me. And
goodbye. It was nice chatting.
I was hoping you were going to go, and goodbye from me. That's from like a TV show or something. But I don't know. Yeah, Eddie, lots of love. Big ups everyone out there. And see you all on the flip side. Bye.
Much love.